most people go through life without experiencing something exciting, but luckily enough we have the privilege of hearing stories of those who did. If you think you've heard it all, well then, wait until you hear these. Join us as we walk you through 21 true stories no one will ever believe. Number 1. In 1958, the U.S. Air Force accidentally dropped a nuclear bomb on a small town in South Carolina. The bomb was 260 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima in World War II, but miraculously it didn't detonate and no one was hurt. Number 2. In 2014, a Brazilian man was declared dead by doctors and was placed in a body bag. However, as the body bag was being zipped up, the man started moving and breathing again. He was rushed to the hospital and made a full recovery. Number 3. In 2007, a man in South Korea married a virtual character in a video game called MapleStory. The character was a digital image, and the wedding ceremony was held online. Number 4. In 1977, a woman in Texas named Phyllis Penzo gave birth to a baby weighing 23 pounds and 12 ounces. The baby set a record for the largest newborn ever recorded in the U.S. Number 5. In 2011, a woman in China was rushed to the hospital with stomach pains. Doctors discovered that she had been carrying a calcified fetus in her body for over 60 years. Number 6. In 2016, a man in Florida was bitten by a venomous snake, but he refused to go to the hospital because he couldn't afford the medical bills. Instead, he went home and treated the bite himself with a knife, a cigarette lighter, and a bottle of whiskey. He survived. Number 7. In 1971, a man named Dan Cooper hijacked a Boeing 727 flight and demanded $200,000 in ransom money. He then parachuted out of the plane and was never seen again. The case remains unsolved to this day. Number 8. In 1954, a man named Roger Bannister became the first person to run a mile in under 4 minutes. At the time, many scientists and doctors believed that it was physically impossible for a human to run a mile that fast. Number 9. In 2005, a man named Jason Paget was attacked outside a bar in Tacoma, Washington. After the attack, he started seeing mathematical patterns everywhere he looked, and he became a savant in mathematics. Number 10. In 1991, a group of scientists discovered a microbe living inside a rock in a deep gold mine in South Africa. The microbe was able to survive without sunlight or oxygen, and it was one of the first known examples of life existing in extreme conditions. Number 11. In 1978, a group of thieves stole $5 million worth of cash and jewelry from John Paul Getty III, the grandson of oil magnate J. Paul Getty, and then mailed his ear to his family to demand ransom. Number 12. In 1978, a Russian man named Anatoly Bugorsky survived being struck by a particle accelerator beam that went through his head. Number 13. The deadliest maritime disaster in history was the sinking of the MV Wilhelm Gustloff in 1945, which killed an estimated 9,000 people. Number 14. During World War II, the U.S. military experimented with using bats as bombs by strapping tiny incendiary devices to them and dropping them over Japanese cities. Number 15. In 2015, a man named Stephen Sutton raised over £5 million for charity before he died of cancer at the age of 19. Number 16. The world's oldest known living organism is a patch of seagrass in the Mediterranean Sea that is estimated to be at least 100,000 years old. Number 17. In 1987, a man named Keith Richards fell asleep while standing up and playing guitar on stage during a Rolling Stones concert. Number 18. In 2017, a group of researchers discovered a cave in British Columbia that contained some of the oldest and largest ancient bear fossils ever found. Number 19. The world's largest snowflake on record fell in Montana in 1887 and measured 15 inches wide and 8 inches thick. Number 20. In 1979, a group of men in Israel discovered a hidden underground complex that is believed to have been built by the Knights Templar. Number 21. In 2003, a woman named Terry Schiavo was the center of a controversial court case in which her husband fought to have her feeding tube removed after she had been in a vegetative state for 15 years. Let us know which number was most believable in the comments section below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you are new here, so that when we post videos like this you will be the first to know. Bye for now.